Hello, minions. This has been a trying update with 1.6, where the new magic launcher cuts out on sound if I switch audio sources, and it's just not great. I need to show you a couple new things I've built in support of what I'm going to be doing going forward, building a new, trying to create a village. I will show you this in a second, but you'll notice this inconspicuous little service area with a chest here. But let's start from the beginning. First thing I built was a little snow generator here, which these are easy to find, and they're very basic. It's just 3 snowmen in a little corner pattern, and then you use pistons to push them all into one block, and so that when you shovel snow, it infinitely puts snow back, so that you can just... Oh, I forgot I upgraded my shovel to efficiency 5. That's too fast. Oh man. Oh, that is just unfortunate. What a disaster. So note to, oh shit. Oh, is that on top? Okay. Yeah, note to self, efficiency 5 shovel is too much. Let's use a regular shovel. Oh my god. Efficiency 3 worked just fine, but I just upgraded my shovel to efficiency 5. But here you can see how this infinite snow generator works. Because of the 3 snowmen in there, they force one of the snowmen right into this top corner here, and it means he's always placing snow on this block. So yeah, that's the infinite snow generator there. Oh god, too many snow blocks. So I did that because I got a bunch of snow blocks, and I built this. And what is that, you may ask? Well, oh no, did some of my water sources freeze? Oh no, there it goes. That was weird. Wonder if they're partially freezing and then thawing because of the torches. Anyway, this is a spawn chamber for iron golems, and you can find the design for this. This is the simplest design. It's not extremely efficient, but it's a simple design to build. You can find it on the wiki. But what'll happen is I will be putting... Man, I think these keep freezing. Maybe I shouldn't have built this in this biome. Although it shouldn't. I'm just wondering if the villagers will jump out of here. This water, I think, is supposed to keep them in place, and you can see here this is a block update issue where I placed these torches to keep the water from freezing, but I'm not sure it's keeping it from freezing so much as just thawing it after it freezes, but there you can see. This will keep the villagers, I think, away from the doors so they don't try to get out. Maybe if I put this there, it'll keep it from freezing. Yeah, I think some of these might just be freezing. But anyway. Yeah. Or I don't know, maybe it's just a chunk loading thing. We'll just keep that there. See if they refreeze. See how you can see that? That makes me wonder if these... Yeah, look, see, these source blocks are freezing. And then they are thawing because of the torches, but they are freezing initially. I wonder if I put glowstone underneath there, if that'll keep it from freezing. I'll have to play around with that. But the basic concept is here, where... This one's good. This one's, you can see from the rain, this is a different biome. I built it at a biome edge. I'm really hoping I'm not going to regret building it partially in a snow biome, because I figured I built it out of snow. I had to build it in a snow biome, you know? But, anyway. Worst case is I can always block those in. Or something, but yeah, so this will cause snow golems to spawn, or iron golems to spawn when I get 3 villagers in each one of these holding cells. So 4 cells 3 villagers apiece. I'm going to need 12 villagers, for those of you who suck at arithmetic like me. And as the iron golems spawn in here, they will... Oh my goodness, that's not falling at all. Oh well. They will get pushed down here into this water stream. And that will push them, since they are 3 tall, unlike me, who is 2 tall. Push them through the lava and kill them. Sorry, golems. Time to die. And then the iron will be pushed into these hoppers. And then the hoppers will dump them into this chest, the iron and the roses that they drop. And then this chest has a pipe of hoppers coming out of it, and it will feed down here. I alternated hoppers and chests to save some iron, because this hopper will pull items out of that chest after this is pushed it in there. So a hopper is 5 iron in a chest, and then the chest is just a chest. So I saved 5 iron for each one of these I didn't use a hopper on. But that's only good for going vertically, because otherwise it won't feed forward. And then this is just for aesthetics. And then they will feed down here, so I will have an iron and rose collection point. This is kind of just temporary for now. I may do something a little more robust with this. But I had to kind of limit it for space, since it's right up against my cactus farm. But anyway, this will feed it down in there, so I don't have to go up and collect it. I can just grab it from in here. Actually, that's kind of how I wanted to go out. So, and this goes along with what I was showing you, where I was trying to capture zombie villagers to convert into villagers, villagers. And let's get out of here. And I need that to not only build a village and do trading, but also to populate the iron farm there. So we'll go check it what I've done to that point. Oh, also, oh crap. Oh, that one landed first. You know what, that's good for now. Creepy's Lump has been added to the server while we're talking about it. He is Wimp Goof on YouTube, and he's actually, he came out for the open server. But in addition, I also, as for anyone who's following me on Twitter, kind of gave you a little bit of insight into my process for what I go through deciding if I want to add someone to the server. But Wimp Goof has actually been subscribed to me on YouTube for a full 3 years now, and in addition to that, he's also the one that originally suggested the name Hugly Puffs from my single-player playthrough. I actually want to go to that first, but so yeah, he's been added to the server, and he's dutifully out working on his stuff. Actually, where is he from here? Oh, that's right. I'm playing this. I'm not playing this in Magic Launcher, so I don't have my mini-map mod right now. I hope Magic Launcher patches this, because it's really annoying. But anywho, bonus points to anyone who can figure out what I based this police station, this building off of. It's from a video game. If anyone figures it out, then I'll tell you what, if you guys can figure out what this building is modeled after, then with your guess, post a video request, and I will make whatever video you want, as long as it's within my ability to do so, like a game that I have, or talking about some subject. But yeah, if you guys guess what game and what building that is from, then I'll make whatever video you want. Hello, zombie. It's daylight. These zombies are more interested in the villagers inside than me, so that's kind of a nice little zombie collection point, which is also a good way to... None of these are going to be zombie villagers, but it's a good way of showing you this capturing mechanism that I created, because they can't pathfind through these iron doors. But I did create this little piston system, so they will see now that there's a path to those villagers, and they will come in here. So if there was a zombie villager out there, I could kill all the non-zombie villagers, and then he would pathfind his way in here so that I could... If I want to put him in a jail cell, I could just punch him, and then he would chase me, and I could put him in a jail cell. But these guys are useless, so go ahead and kill them. This is where I've kept the villagers that I've converted, and because of this, I've altered the way my jail cells work. I put in an indicator light above this lever, but the lever is operated just a simple piston right there. So, cell is occupied. Cell is unoccupied. I've captured 2 zombies. These are not zombie villagers, but here's one that, and I figured out how this works. I don't know if I mentioned, I don't think I mentioned this in the last video, but if a zombie is capable of holding items, which is a small percentage, I think like 20% of all zombies, somewhere around there, can, or maybe it's less, it may be like 5%, I don't even know, of all zombies are able to hold items. If they can hold items, like if you see them spawning with armor on, like this one had armor, leather helmet on, so I threw him those leather pants that I was playing with the other day, and so he's wearing those, and I threw this guy those other worn-out leather pants because he was carrying this egg. If they're carrying an item, they will still despawn if you go out of range, but if they're carrying an item, then they can carry other items, and if you give them a player-dropped item, so as in I gave them these leather pants, now they are wearing an item or carrying an item that I gave them, so they will not despawn. So these guys are permanently in here. I may get rid of one of them because I only have 1 empty cell left, but I have got 3 villagers now. You guys saw me catch the first one, and then I caught 2 more. Put them in their jail cells, and then used the potions, and I've actually used all my golden apples now because I had 3. So I probably ought to get more. Actually, I definitely need to get more, because if I capture a zombie villager and have to go to get apples, then he will despawn, but I'll have to remember to do that. So anyway, here's my police station / jail cell. I even put a little clock on the wall there so they can tell how long they've been interrogated. And you can see these guys are so interested in the villagers. Like, he won't even move. This guy will, because if I open this, he's trying to pathfind to these villagers, so if I open the cell, he'll come right out and stand here like the other ones, and I don't want to deal with that. But yeah, so I've got those 3 villagers, and I'm going to have to get ready to transport them over to my breeding cell that I built. And this is based off of, well, it's not his original design, but he's increased it. So this is a variation of Doc M's villager breeding cell design mixed with a variation that I saw Generic B do on it with having the ability to store the villager that turns it into an infinite breeding cell, so it can be turned on and off. So basically the way this works is when there is a villager up here, and this has 20 doors in here, just a bunch of doors basically. When a villager is in here, and 2 or more villagers are down here, and this is just construction items, I'm going to pull this out. 2 or more villagers are down here. When that one's up there, it will cause them to start trying to repopulate that village, and they will infinitely breed. So that's good if you want to get a lot of villagers to trade with, but it's bad because that population can get out of control. So you can either set up like a killing mechanism to kill the villagers in here that you don't need, or what Generic B did, be able to remove that villager, which will stop them from breeding. So once you've got them bred as much as you want, you pull him out, and it'll work. So I'm using these trap doors so that they won't suffocate, right? So I'm the villager. Push the button. Boop! Villager breeding cell is active. They're down there getting it on, and I'm just chilling up here in my minecart, so I can't go anywhere. When I turn it off, push the button, and shoom! Villager breeding is now deactivated. So. Plus, I've been talking for a long time about wanting to build something out of brick, and this has given me an excuse, so I built these all out of brick and used spruce wood planks for the decor. I think it looks pretty nice myself, if I do say so. There's also, it's too small to actually get into it. That's less than a 2 wide gap, but if you ender pearl in here, there's actually like a little kind of clubhouse area here where you can look out. Just because I wanted some separation between these two, and then I put these pillars in, and I decided it looked better with the little wood accents under here, but I can still ender pearl in here, and I'll be able to look out over as this village area expands. So that's my villager breeding cell. And really my next step, because I'm kind of set, right, is I need 1 villager for the activate the cell, and then the 2 down below to actually do the breeding. So my next kind of mission here is going to be to build a rail track from... those zombies inside growling always confuses me. build a rail track to get them out of here. So what I'm going to do, and again, I'll build the rail first. I can actually place a rail track piece here, so I can grab each one of them. That's how I got these villagers in this corner, by the way, is I built rail tracks, rails in this minecart from their cells, right? So it's closed, no rail track. I put a rail track in there. Like I built the track, put the rail down, put the minecart in, push them in the minecart, they get stuck, and then I can push them down the track, and I got them in here, and then I just tore all the track back out. So now what I'll do is I'll build a track back in there, get one of them in the minecart, build the minecart track through here, which I'll have to curve all the way back around here because this sign blocks my rail track from coming through here. Because I set up these little desks, and I can build the mine track out there, and I'll basically have to build a big old track to get him over there to populate that. And once I've got the breeding cell populated and the villagers going, breeding like a bunch of teenagers, then you can see I've already built this extraction piece. I can take this rail track, and I'll probably at the, when I'm finally done with this, connect this to some central part of the village, probably over there. But I can also use this once these guys start breeding to build a track out here that will have to go, well, really I might just do a mix underneath here. And I'll have to take it all the way back to my base to populate the iron golem farm. And the reason I have the iron golem farm over by my base is because that's where I've still got my all my different individual farms and my mine and all that stuff. So I'll probably spend more time over there. I don't know. I may eventually build one over here as well. But that's where I've got all my farms right now, so that's where I want my iron farm. And I'll be spending a lot of time over there, so that's where I'll probably have the chunks loaded most often to collect the iron. And yeah. So that's basically what I've set up so far. Again, I didn't show these builds because they were all pretty standard. Again, I took this design from Doc M and Generic B. I built the police station, again, from a game. Hope you guys can guess what it is. It should be pretty obvious. I think I did a decent job. I used stained clay for it, and that's actually light blue stained clay. And light blue and dark blue, they both look more like purple than blue, which I'm not a big fan of. But dark blue looks really purple. So that's light blue, black, and yellow stained clay. And I think it came out pretty well. I'm not as big a fan of the look of the stone and stone brick stairs and stuff. That might look better with quartz when I get enough quartz to do that, so I may replace it. But yeah, that's that. And I guess one more thing to show you before I go, and then basically probably the next thing I show, I will build that mine track, and I'll show you as we populate. I won't show you building the mine track, that's probably going to be pretty boring, but I will show you when I transport all the villagers over, so that you can see how we're going to get the cell breeder working. The last thing I want to show you, when Creepy here joined the server, I was online working on, I think, my iron farm when he joined for the first time, when he logged in for the first time. And he started walking towards where his base was, so I decided to go meet up with him. So I took a bunch of my ender pearls and went back to town square and had him give me his coordinates, and I chased him down using ender pearls. But heading out to where he built his base, and maybe I'll take you on a tour of that in an episode or two, he ended up in some new chunks where there were horses. So I didn't have any leads with me because I was just going to see him, and I didn't have slimes or string to build any. So I actually had to fence these guys off and leave them out there near his base, and then I came back and got some leads and went back and got them. But so yeah, I grabbed a couple of horses. This guy's actually, it's this guy. He's actually pretty slow, and he can't jump very high. This guy's got a decent amount of speed, but he can jump a little bit higher. But neither of these guys are really outstanding. But I figured, hey, black and black spotted horse, I'll grab them and and bring them back. So yeah, that's these guys. I'm still gonna go and get some horses. These guys are just kind of opportunity horses, and I'll be heading up north to up there to find my own proper horses, and hopefully they'll be different colors so I can start coming back. And I also need to find a donkey and start breeding them. When I tore down the greenhouse, both of the mushrooms got out. One of them climbed up to the top of the greenhouse while I was tearing it down and fell to his death. So from Porkchop's prank, this is the last mushroom that I've got left. So I went ahead and tied him up. I don't know what I'm going to end up doing with him. Hopefully at some point I'll go out and find a mushroom biome and get him a buddy so I can take him and breed him. Which will be more legit because the ones that Porkchop put in here were spawn-egged ones. But if I bring home, you know, an actual one, then I can breed them legit. Yeah, I don't think I've done much in here. Man, I'm using so many ender pearls lately. I just love ender pearl traveling, especially now that I'm above ground a lot. It's extremely convenient, so I've just been going through these. So now, when I go to the end, it's not just to repair my tools and my armor and stuff, but it's also to actually collect ender pearls. So, yeah. Smelting a lot of brick, but yeah, this is just, I guess, more of anything that kind of an update episode, and to let you guys know kind of what's going on. And in the next episode, we will be transporting villagers to the breeding cell, and then hopefully also populating the iron golem farm. And actually, here in just a second, I'm going to go offline and figure out what's going on with my iron golem farm and see if I can keep that stuff from freezing. I'll talk to you minions later. Oh, goodbye. He picked up the pants. He picked up the pants. There's a zombie villager! Get in here! Get in here to safety! Get in here to safety!
Up on this frequency?
It's lucky, I guess.
The fuck?
You're
The fuck?
I don't know yet.
Dude, it's no!